You became strong too early, before life even gave you the chance to be soft. You were already learning how to survive, while other people were still discovering themselves. You were learning how to stay calm in chaos, how to hide tears, how to carry pain quietly, how to smile when your heart was exhausted. Nobody noticed it then. They called you mature, independent, the strong one. But what they didn't understand was you were never trying to be strong, you were trying to feel safe. Some people became strong because they were inspired. You became strong because you had no choice. You learned how to comfort yourself when nobody asked if you were okay. You learned how to stay silent because expressing your feelings only made things worse. You learned how to survive disappointment after disappointment until pain started feeling normal. And now you struggle to rest without guilt. You struggle to ask for help. You overthink simple things because your mind has been in survival mode for too long. You tell everyone, "I'm fine," even when your soul feels tired. Because somewhere along the way, you convinced yourself that falling apart was not an option. But listen carefully. Just because you carried pain well, doesn't mean it didn't hurt. Strong people cry too. Strong people get overwhelmed too. Strong people need love too. And one of the saddest things about becoming strong too early is that people start assuming you don't need care. So they lean on you, depend on you, drain you. Meanwhile, you sit alone trying to hold yourself together in silence. You became the safe place for everyone else while secretly wishing someone would become a safe place for you. And maybe that's why you feel emotionally tired all the time, not because you are weak, but because you've been emotionally carrying things that were too heavy for you since childhood. Some wounds don't look like wounds. Sometimes the wound is never being comforted. Sometimes the wound is having to grow up too fast. Sometimes the wound is being loved only when you were useful, quiet, or strong. So now, even when life becomes calmer, your nervous system still expects pain. You panic when things are too peaceful. You struggle to trust kindness. You feel responsible for fixing everything because survival became your personality. But healing begins the moment you realize this. You do not have to earn rest. You do not have to prove your worth through suffering. And you do not have to stay emotionally exhausted just because being strong is all you've ever known. The younger version of you deserved protection too. They deserved softness too. They deserved someone to say, "You don't have to carry all of this alone." And maybe nobody said it back then, but I'll say it now. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to need people. You are allowed to heal. Strength is beautiful, but you were never meant to survive without love. So if you're tired, That makes sense. You've been strong for too long. And maybe healing is not about becoming a different person. Maybe healing is finally giving yourself the gentleness you were denied when you needed it most. Some people miss their childhood because it was beautiful, but others miss it because they never got to have one.